Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the 2023 Beautification Awards Ceremony. My name is David DeCoster, and I'm the Director of Public Works here at the City of Oak Park. First, I just want to say we're happy to be back at City Hall for this event. Last year, we did have it here, but that was after a 2-year hiatus from COVID. So happy to see all the smiling faces and happy to have everyone back here in the building. Tonight, we are here to celebrate you, the residents and business owners who keep this community beautiful and who have the most well-maintained properties within the city. The criteria is very strict. Some of that includes neat and natural manicured landscaping, brushes and bushes cared for, garbage cans not in sight, gutter and roof in good condition, no artificial flowers, and outstanding home appearance. The process to select these homes, your homes, is no easy task. Every year, the Beautification Advisory Commission takes a bus tour and drives every home or every street within the city. They look at the homes that were nominated as well as all the other homes on the block. While there are many deserving properties for this award, this year there were only 40 winners. And to keep that in context, there were over 9,000 properties in the City of Oak Park. So you have one of just 40 winners of the award this year. While he could not be here tonight, our city manager is inspired by you and sees your homes and your beautification and continues to direct our staff to beautify the city as well. That includes actually some work we started this week on beautification some of our landscape signage. We put up some fall decorations around town and some of the mums we have here today. Before I pass it over to Lonnie, the chairperson of the Beautification Advisory Commission, I want to personally thank all of them for the work they do throughout the year. This is no easy event to take care of, and it's not the only thing they do. They also hold a flower sale every Memorial Day weekend at the community center. They hold a flower exchange at the community center, and this year they're also planning a floral tea. I also want to thank some of the people that make this event possible for the city. In our public information department, we have Courtney Flynn, Benny White, and Ben Smith. They're in the back. They took the pictures for us and set up the programs for tonight's event. I also want to thank a couple members of the public works staff that help us out, Scott Lamarv and Ed Malenchek, who are at the front door checking you in, and Tiffany Brown. While she's no longer with the city, she left last week for another opportunity. She's instrumental in handling this entire program as well. So again, I just want to say congratulations for all the work you do on your homes and properties. It does not go unnoticed. Now I have the pleasure of introducing Lonnie Tabb-Upshaw, the chairperson for the Beautification Advisory Commission.
Good evening. It is so good to see all of you out here. We were so excited about touring the city and selecting the homes that were nominated for the awards this year. And as Dave indicated, it was not an easy task. It's not an easy task. We put a lot of thought and consideration into selecting these homes, and we're so proud of our city, and we're so proud of what you guys do every year. So we, again, like to congratulate you. I'd like to introduce our membership for our BAC Commission. We have Idella Bailey, Cynthia Gwen is our co-chair. She's not here today. We have Maddie Boykin. We have Crystal Wagner. And we have Deborah Williamson. I'd like to thank the commissioners for supporting me and thanking them for all the hard work that they put into this to keep this commission running. They are just wonderful people to work with, and again, thank you all for all your hard work. Thank Dave, Ed, and Scott. We miss Tiffany, but she has gone on to do bigger and better things, and we give her thanks for all of her hard work that she's done as well. Okay, so let's introduce our speaker for this evening. Beverly Smith was born and raised in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Graduated from West Washington High School, named for her mother's family, and attended Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Beverly moved here with her husband and family to Detroit in 1968. Ms. Smith, her husband and brother-in-law opened the first African-American-owned franchise of Mako Auto Painting and Body Shop in this area in 1975, and Smith was the office manager. She has provided photographic services and developed fundraising programs for schools, churches, organizations, and businesses for over 25 years. Beverly photographed nearly 600 members of the United States Border Patrol in Laredo, Texas, and both the Livonia and Garden City Police Department since 2006. She has published Detroit Smart Pages newspaper providing resources, information in all areas of business, and promoting and marketing the business community in the Detroit metropolitan area. Beverly was recognized as one of WIN's most influential African-American women in metropolitan Detroit in 2002. Honored by Magic Radio, Woman Making Magic in 2005. Recognized in Who's Who in Black Detroit from 2007 to 2010. Received Detroit City Council Testimonial Resolution in 2007 and 2012, and the Spirit of Detroit Award in 1993. She was also a 2012 recipient of the Michigan Chronicles Women of Excellence Award and the 2012 Door Opener Award from Payne Pullman School. In 2016, Beverly received the Business Women of the Year Award from the National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women's Clubs. Beverly has co-chaired of Keep Detroit Beautiful since 2000. She created Detroit Beautification Day in 2005, a day of revitalization, rejuvenation, and celebration of taking pride in our city by participating in cleanup or beautification efforts. Free flowers are provided to Detroit community organizations, block clubs, schools, and churches to plant and beautify their neighborhoods after cleanup activities the first Saturday in June of each year. Now, in its 18th year, Angela Ireland became KDB Program Director in 2013, and the City of Detroit partnered with KDB in 2018. Now over 90,000 flats of flowers are given to nearly 500 registered groups. Beverly became a board director of Keep Michigan Beautiful, Inc. in 2005 and was elected president in 2022. KMB is the official state organization for litter prevention, education, beautification, environmental, and historic site preservation since 1962. In 2015, Beverly founded and produced the first annual Detroit Thank You Award recognition program, recognizing Detroit long-standing neighborhood small businesses, bridging the gap between neighborhood businesses that have remained in the city, stayed the course through all the hard times, and seem to have been forgotten, while new development and entrepreneurship is taking place in downtown and Midtown. To date, over 250 long-standing businesses have been honored and recognized to a packed audience. Currently, Beverly is active in spreading awareness and education about the immune disease vitiligo, a skin disorder that causes white patches and eliminates pigment in your skin and causes you to lose color. Beverly is a member of the leadership committee of V Strong, a vitiligo support community that has vitiligo patients in southeastern Michigan. I'd like to present to you the president of Keep Michigan Beautiful, Beverly Smith.
Well, I can just go home. She said everything, right? I am so happy to be here. I was here last 5 years ago, in 2018. So Lonnie called to ask me back, so I was very honored. Happy to see the mayor still here, bringing this, working hard in the city. Glad to see all the members of the BAC here. Glad to see all of you here with all your hard work that you do every year. She mentioned that I came here in Detroit 1968, which is the time that the BAC started in 1968. So we've been here for a while, huh? I also did a little digging on the website and saw that the city of Oak Park was actually a city when everybody voted for it to become an actual city was in 1945. And I was, when I learned that Oak Park had 28,910 members, population, is that correct? So, you're a young city. You're only 3 years older than me. So, and one good thing I did learn reading some of the history, Oak Park had a strong foundation of founders from the very beginning. Actually, it was back then in 1817 when they first had the land here. It was like swampland. Nobody didn't know what they wanted to do with it. And a lot of the people did not want to be a part of Detroit. That's in the history. So he wanted to kind of stay. So over those years, the city survived, kept to its word, and actually became the city, as I said, in 1945. And I did read something where one of the gentlemen had something to do with that. Last name was White, so I was wondering, was Benny a descendant of one of those people? He said, could be. So anyway, I just want you to thank everybody for me being here. I am the current 33rd president of Keep Michigan Beautiful. I've been publishing a newspaper, as Lonnie said, for 17 years, well, since 2006. And I've also been a member of Keep Michigan Beautiful for 17 years as well. So it took that long, I guess, for me to become president. What I like to do is talk about a little bit about Keep Michigan Beautiful, a little bit about what I've been doing with the newspaper. And as Lonnie said, I'm a real advocate for vitiligo. I don't know how many of you know what vitiligo is, but it's where your cells in your body compete against each other, and they take over all of the melanocytes, which is the pigment that gives us our color. So as you can see, I am totally, completely void of color. And it's only been since 2015. So it's an immune disorder. We have doctors who have dedicated their lives and their research to find a cure. There is no cure. It affects everyone, from females to males, young, old, animals, doesn't matter. So it is not contagious. It is not life-threatening, doesn't rub off, and it's just something that it could be very mentally challenging to a lot of people. And in some countries, you are shunned because of this disease. So I advocate for that. Matter of fact, I just came back from the NIH, the National Institute of Health, representing our vitiligo support community with this disease. So, you know a little bit about that. So now I'm going to hopefully see that our video is working to give you a little bit something about Keep Michigan Beautiful that I've been a member of for many, many years. And I'm not going to keep you too long. I'm just going to show a little of the slides, how long the organization has been together. It was founded actually in 1962. We celebrated 60 years last year of Keep Michigan Beautiful. And I don't know, I think Oak Park is a member of the BCSEM.
Yes.
Right, and you guys celebrated your 60th year this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was at that ceremony as well. So, KMB It's an educational and public service organization of Michigan volunteers. It's a completely volunteer organization. We were sanctioned by the state of Michigan back in 1962 under the leadership of then Governor Swainson. At that time, there were 17 districts of Keep Michigan Beautiful. There's only one district left, and that is the Beautification Council of Southeastern Michigan, with KMB being the, I guess you would call it the mother organization. So we're still here. At the beginning, we did get some funding from the state, but since then, it's all volunteers, all by donations, and all the monies that we raise is through fundraising and things like that. We also have an annual award ceremony, which is coming up next week, the 19th and the 20th, which we do some of the things that you do. So I just want to congratulate all of the residents of this city for what you've been doing all these years for your properties, keeping up your yards, your just the scenic view. Because Oak Park, as you know, is different than a lot of the cities in this area. Everybody wants to go to Oak Park, you know, with the dining, just the beauty of it. And that all is because of you and how you feel about your city. I just wish you can cross some of the other streets and go into other cities and let them know what you're doing here to bring that information to some of the other cities. So you see why way back in the 1800s, no, they didn't want to be a part of anything. They wanted to just be Oak Park. And as you can see, you've kept that tradition up for all these years of being a unique, diverse city. So I want to applaud you for that. So let's everybody give themselves applause for that. Okay, so what we do, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization. As I said before, we only funded through what we do as fundraising. Over the years, we have had the KMB Foundation, and that organization was started in order to help us with the funding that we need to keep the organization going. So we coordinate annual statewide cleanup days, known as Michigan Cleanup Days, and that's through April 1st through May 31st, and that's something that we do annually. I think I have some of the brochures that you may have picked up, kind of gives you another overview of what KMB does. As I said, we have our board members come from all over the state of Michigan. So we try to meet in different places of the state. But as the organization gets older, the members are getting older, so it's a little bit hard to travel as much as we did. So we did get a reprieve during, not that it was a good reprieve during COVID, we didn't travel a lot. So as all of us, we all learned how to Zoom. Everybody was Zooming everywhere. So most of our meetings in 21 and 22 were through Zoom. So now what we've kind of coordinated both of those. In the colder months, we're still going to do the Zoom because the organization is older. And then we'll meet in different cities in some of the warmer months because of the fact that we do have people traveling from state to state. And I said before, I'm as old as 3 years younger than the city, so it's hard for me to do a lot of traveling as well. So, but we do encourage enhancement of property. Some of the main things that we do as an organization is to encourage not only beautification, but also restoration of historical properties all over the state of Michigan. So we normally have, I think Lonnie mentioned you have 40 people tonight, but I know as over the years you've had as many as up to 60-some residents. So you have to kind of keep younger people involved in order to keep things going. Because after a while, we do, not that we get tired, but you have to bring younger people in. So that's what I'm trying to instill in our organization. Because we have an average of, I would say, 50 to 90 is the age range of Keep Michigan Beautiful. So we're constantly looking for new members. So if any of you feel that you want to not only do what you're doing here, but come and encourage new membership and become a part of Keep Michigan Beautiful as well. So I extend that invitation to all of you. Now, I also did learn as I was snooping on the website, but not only is Oak Park only has 28,000 people, I understand that the average age here in Oak Park is 38 years old. Did you guys know that? 38 years old. For men is 41, for women is 36, so that average is right in the middle. So I thought about this for a good promotion there. You got all these dating sites and everything. You got a young, diverse city. Come to Oak Park. Find the mate that you need. The average age is only 38 years old. What better city, what better place that you can come to for Oak Park? We're beautiful. The men, they're only like 41 age. So you can find your mate right here in Oak Park. What do you think about that, man? So I just thought I'd throw that in. Okay, so as I said before, we do annual awards every year. And I'm going to click through this because, you kind of know, we distribute information. We have information in all of the welcome centers throughout the city, throughout the state of Michigan. Our members, we have a board that really could hold about 50 members, but we have about 34 members on our board. We have 11 members on our executive committee. And we're always looking for new members. As we said, organizations are aging out, so we should do all we can to get young people to be a part. And that's for everything. So I'm going to click through here and show you some of the awards and things that some of the people have received. We always have during Michigan Cleanup Days, we always have an annual chairperson, which are all the governors of the state of Michigan. So they're always our annual chairpersons for just about everything that we do. The next thing, all of you remember Don't Be a Little Book, right? So I did come bringing gifts. I didn't come empty-handed this time. So I have some gifts here in this bag that a little bit later on, we're going to see who's going to be able to go home with one. I only have 6. So I'm going to do read a little story that I made up, and you're going to have to remember something that I'm saying in this story, and then I'm going to give you a gift, whoever can remember what the story was about. It's going to be real simple, okay? And I'll tell you why I came up with that in a minute, okay? So I'm just going to go on and flip through some of these to show you some of the photos of some of the awards, some of the projects that people have done over the years. We also have an annual Celebrate Spring. We do that every year in April. And the last 3 or 4 years, we've combined with BCSCM, the Beautification Council of Southeastern Michigan, to put that on. So it's a time for us to really let people know what KMB is all about, what BCSCM is all about. We normally try to have it in the southeastern part of the state, but we have people in other parts of the state that are get a little bit upset with us for not having it in other parts of the state, so we got to work on that for next year. Okay, so this is just some of the events. I think this is at a Celebrate Spring event. One of our speakers, this is Kathy Klein. She's with Waste Management. Waste Management, all over the state, so they're one of our great supporters of Keep Michigan Beautiful. We're also an affiliate of Keep America Beautiful. And at this year's awards, one of the representatives from Keep America Beautiful will also be speaking at that award. They used to say that Keep America Beautiful had deep pockets, but I think everybody's pockets have kind of dried up a little bit over the years, especially with COVID. So not only do we recognize beautification projects, we also give scholarships to young people as well. So that's another thing that we do. And one of the things that the foundation started, which is a very good idea, when we give the awards to our award winners in October, they have to keep those projects up, you know, how to maintain them. So the foundation came up with this idea to give them money to maintain some of their projects, whether it's you need some watering devices if they need plants to be watered, or if you, whatever they may need. So for the last 6 years, the foundation, along with KMB at the beginning, they're now giving $750 to 10 recipients of our awards. And they may not be all KMB recipients. There may be other people in the area that may want to receive an award. So applications go out, and then that money will help them keep their projects up. Okay, some of the other projects are, we have school projects that we give money to. We also donate money to, you've heard of Ed D with the Michigan Youth Foundation. Every year he has bus loads of kids from all over the area go to Belle Isle, and they have all kind of activities. All the universities are there. So we donate money to that as well. So if one of our members on the board has a project that they're planting trees, wherever that they are doing a cleanup, we may donate money to that event as well. So at the annual awards program, we have 3 different awards. One is the Presidential Award, which is the highest award. And these awards, I mean, they're no joke. We have communities that may have gotten grants and funding from the federal government, where there's like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 people working on an award for a community. Then we might have the Michigan Award, and that's one where the project may not be as large and as in-depth as the awards for the Presidential Award. So that's when they get the Michigan Award. Then we have the Award of Merit. And that one is where the project is not a real big project, but it's something that, like, if you just was a person that walked around your neighborhood and just made sure that trash was picked up around the area, and you've been doing that for years, then you can receive an Award of Merit. Because we want to recognize everybody. You don't have to do something huge to receive an award, because everybody is doing what they can do in their own perspective. Okay, so now I just want to get to some of the projects so you can just kind of see the beauty of some of the projects. This was an example of Award of Merit. I don't know if you remember Detroit. They picked up tires all over the city of Detroit and just cleaned up an area for several years. I think that they're still going strong doing that. They received one of our awards before. And this is just some, you see all of the work that they did cleaning up tires. I'm sure that was not an easy task to do. We have Garden Club, the Friendly Garden Club of Traverse City. This is a project that they did. They were one of our award winners. I'll just show you some of these photos as we go. Isn't it, now, how long did you think it took for them to do this? That is gorgeous. Okay, this is some examples of a Michigan Award where they cleaned up a pond and a riverbed. The Alpine Cardiology won that award that year. How many of you have been to Frankenmuth? Well, Frankenmuth is our most decorated city. They have won awards every year, sometimes 2 or 3. That's a beautiful city if you've been to it. So they are our most decorated city. Central Michigan University won an award. So as you can see, they're all over the state of Michigan. So I'm not going to show you, we have tons of these photos, so I'm going to stop it there because I don't want to take up a whole lot of time. And plus I have a little game that I want to do to see who's going to win some of the gifts that I brought. Okay, are you ready for that? Okay. I'm going to read, this is real short. One day, no telephones, can't take any notes, okay? You have to just through memory. All right, so if you see somebody on their phone trying to write something down, let me know. Only through memory. Okay. Okay, here's the story. One day, 7-year-old Alex was bored, didn't know what to do. So his mom, Charlotte, said, "Why don't you help me in the flower garden? It's August, and that's the best month to plant flowers for the fall and spring. So here are some yellow loves that will fit you perfectly. You can help me plant these marigolds and chrysanthemums because they are perfect for fall gardens. I even have some cornflowers and larkspur for the cold weather that's coming up, and they'll be beautiful in the spring." "Mom, this is fun. What are some other flowers to plant in August?" "Great question. Well, since we live in Michigan, many people like to plant pansies, black-eyed Susans, petunias, asters." "Thanks, Mom. I didn't know gardening was so much fun and that you knew so much about flowers in Michigan." "Well, son, some flowers like zinnias grow all summer long. And when you plant the right flowers at the right time, you can see the beauty of Michigan all year long." Don't you think that was a nice story? Well, clap. Okay, so before the mayor comes up with your awards, how much time do I have, Lonnie?
Just take your time.
Okay, let me know. I want to pass this out real quick. I have to do some talking in between because I don't want you to try to be memorizing what I said, so I have to talk in between, hope you forget something. I'm going to just pass some of these around. This is a poem my grandson wrote for Celebrate Spring. I'm going to read it real quick, and then I'm going to pass out this. How about that? Okay, it's called Spring's Harvest by Joshua Tuck. Time flies and we remain unprepared to catch each moment by the wings as it rides the summer air. We care for fleeting things stripped bare by winter's stare. In autumn, we see the sky from a bed of dead leaves, and we wonder what will come of them. We wonder how the lost will be found again. Perhaps the sun has abandoned us. The lands lay barren as if in bandages, trees barely standing. Those thoughts birthed in December remain frozen in Michigan, sometimes until April. But we must remember, in our nights, when away from the caress of the day, remember the moon and know how both lights are the same. All was never lost. Never mind the groundhog. With gratitude, we buried our flaws. Before long, hope is thawed. Each piece was planted in panic. Every inspirited word tilled. We can harvest it all with smiles, not only in spring, but year round. That's it. So, real quickly, these are the questions. I need 6 people who think you can remember the story. Come on, somebody remembers the story?
Yes.
You don't have to remember everything, remember a certain part of it.
I remember the gist of the story.
Oh, you need more than a gist. Come on, 6 people. Come on, don't be afraid. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
I'm going out.
Yeah, come on up, 6 people. I told you I really got the nice gifts now. But I was saying gift, but it's still nice. Okay, 6 people. Chicken, come on.
Get on up here.
I'll try it. That's 4.
Okay, well, I'll just take the other gifts home with me. Okay. Come on, I know you guys can. Okay, this is gonna be fun.
All right.
Okay. No, you can't holler out, don't help them. Even if you know, just, right, put your hand over your mouth. Do not holler out, okay?
We can't holler out?
No, you guys can holler out.
Okay,
All right. No, you guys have to put your hand over.
okay,
6 feet.
okay.
6 feet. Okay. Don't holler the question, don't holler the
Okay,
answer out
I'm
right.
ready.
Number 1, how old was the little boy and what was his name?
7-year-old Alex.
I know it's tempting, but you do not holler out.
Okay.
Okay, she got it. What is it?
It was 7-year-old Alex.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
What do you want?
Large or you want a large or extra large?
Extra large. Sure. Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Am I-
I'm good. Don't holler out, don't holler. Next question. What was his mom's name, and what was the color of the glove she told him to wear?
Name was Charlotte, and then the glove was yellow.
Hurry, girl. That's large or large?
I know.
Okay, next question. What were the 2 plants that she said grows well in the fall? Don't holler out.
Don't worry.
I know
Anybody?
too.
Anybody?
Zinnias and chrysanthemums?
Has half of it.
Zinnias.
No.
Okay. And then I know the other one. No.
Anybody else?
The marigolds, yeah, the one that she said.
Say it. Anybody say it? Okay, that's it.
I don't know anything else. Okay, that's it.
I think you go crazy when we walk out together.
I can only give 1, so I'm gonna give it to her. Give it to the young lady. But you still have another chance. Okay. What flower grows all summer long? Raise your hand.
Summer?
You were too slow, but your hand was up. You got one answer. Come on.
Is it pansy?
Nope, that's not it.
Okay, see?
Nope. No talking. Girl, all summer. Come on.
Shucks.
All summer long.
All summer long, is white.
Don't know it? Okay, next one. What's the best month to plant flowers for the fall?
Okay.
Okay.
All the easy answers.
Okay, well, I mean, I have, that's the extra one. Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, no pressure, no pressure.
Okay, we gonna help each other, but they took all the good answers.
What were the 2 flowers that you can plant in cold weather for the spring? Okay,
Nancy is one.
Pansy is one, yeah.
nope, that's wrong.
Wait
You
a
good?
minute, read the question again.
What were the 2 flowers that you can plant in the cold weather for the spring? Well, you a good sport, so you get it.
Okay, what's the answer?
The answer is the cornflowers and the lacelet. So this was, okay. This one for you, and this one's for you. Okay, everybody, I think that's it. Am I good? Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me. I hope you learned a little bit from your own history.
And as an appreciation for you coming, a small token of your appreciation.
Oh,
this is
you
for
don't
you.
have to do that. Well, thank you so much.
We do that. We enjoyed you.
Do you want me to tell you why I told that story real quick?
Yes.
Please.
Well, I made the story hurry up, number one. But I do a lot of things for research, and I go to the Alzheimer's University of Michigan. We have research all the time, and they want to check to see if that's a disease also that they're trying to find cures for. So I volunteer for research, and when I'm in the research, they have stories like that, and you have to remember everything in the story. But they don't do it like I did. They make 3 other projects and then have you come back to the story. You have to remember. So I said, oh, that would be good to do here. So that's why I chose that story. It was a project.
Beautiful.
For that.
Thank you so much, Reverend. And now it's time to present our residents with their certificates for Beautification Awards, and the mayor, our mayor, Mary McClellan, will present those certificates to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is a wonderful day. Don't know if I like this one better or Dog Day at the Pool, which is a hoot and a half. You know, dog lovers, that we have a dog park now, and you can join. You have to have shots for your dog, and there's a big area for them to play in. There's a smaller area for little dogs, and there's a special area for shy dogs. And there's going to be a shaded area and everything. So the city has done an awful lot to improve beautification in the last 12 years. Those of you who have been here for a while have noticed some positive changes. We've got holiday lights, really, really nice on 9 Mile and on Oak Park Boulevard. We have, when I came, there were no potted flowers, no hanging flowers in the city of Oak Park. And I went to Birmingham, and they had flowers everywhere, and I thought, what are we, chopped liver? I mean, why can't we have some of those? So we do now. And we've beautified. How many have been down 9 Mile? Yeah. You seen? Yes. So it is so nice on 9 Mile with all those mini parks and trailhead, the linear park with Ninja Challenge. If you have elementary school kids, bring them out, see if they can do the Ninja Challenge. There is a pass-through park that is handicap accessible, and a fellow who was writing an article for the handicapped said the rest of us are the temporarily able-bodied, because we're all going to wind up handicapped from an accident, from age, from something. So it affects all of us, not just those folks. And it's going to be a beautiful park when it's finished. We've got art in the park. We've got Hoop Sky, and we've got Planet Girl. And they were all made from recycled materials. The artist made them from recycled materials from Oak Park. And he is a nationally known artist, and he brought some smiles down to 9 Mile Road. And 9 Mile Road looks so good with narrowing the street, adding bike lanes, adding parking. The car folks grumble a little bit. Well, you're slowing everything down. Yeah, that's the idea. We're trying to make it safe for the lady with her stroller and the older person, you know, with the walker. We're trying to make it safer for walkers and bikers and to slow down the cars. We do not want to be the Indianapolis 500. So that was part of the plan. And there's plans for that on 11 Mile Road. Because we did that, the city invested in 9 Mile Road. Investors come looking, and one came and put up a 3-story apartment for those people who want to live without a car. I'm thinking it's people in their 20s, but it could be anybody It's right next to a bus stop, it's next to a MOGO station, there's bike parking there, and you can live your life without a car in that apartment complex. And he said if the city didn't make those improvements, they wouldn't have purchased that property. So because they came and are bringing, people there, across the street, there's 2 pizza places that opened up, and a brewery is coming, like a bistro is coming there. And they're coming because of the development, because that raises property values. When the city invests in its infrastructure, it makes those properties more valuable. And the businesses that want to be there kind of step up a notch. So instead of like check cashing place or something, you have some nice place that you would actually shop. And we want to bring places into Oak Park that we would shop at. We don't have to go to Nordstrom's, if we have wonderful places right here in the city. And those local places help the local economy. They're not sending money to the corporate headquarters in Minneapolis or something. They are helping our ball teams and are committed to our city. So we're also doing 11 Mile. Have you been to the new restaurants and breweries on 11 Mile? If you haven't, I invite you to give them a try. There is Oak Park Social. There is a coffee shop with entertainment Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. They have a non-alcoholic bar for those who choose not to have alcohol but would like to have adult drinks. We have 2 breweries. One of them is Dog and Pony Show. And I said, where'd you get the name? And the guy said, well, it was 3 boys, and their dad would come home Friday night and want to go camping, and he'd say, let's get this Dog and Pony Show on the road. So that's the name of the brewery. And the people who own Salvatore Scalapini in Birmingham are opening another restaurant in that little white building closer to Coolidge. Things are happening in the city of Oak Park. So 12 years, yes ma'am, thank you. That's, 12 years ago, we were kind of on a slide down, and we have changed the trajectory of the city. And we have people moving in. A young man was walking his dog, and I said, how long you been here? A year. Why'd you pick Oak Park? Because Oak Park has a cool vibe. So Granny brought a cool vibe to the city of Oak Park. Right? So it all comes down to Oak Park pride. And that's where we get to you. Because any realtor will say, curb appeal is critical. It's very important. If you have a beautiful house and the outside has weeds and not trimmed bushes, people aren't going to go into your house to see how pretty it is because they make an impression. It's like a first impression in an interview. Your home makes a first impression, and I'm preaching to the choir here because you're the ones that get it. And the neighbors should be giving you regular hugs and cakes because your wonderful house makes their house worth more. It raises the value of the homes on your block. And just like the worst house on the block kind of lowers everybody's home values. So you are doing a service to your neighbors and to your city. And like our people on this committee, you are totally volunteer. You're unpaid for this. You're doing it out of love and to make your house better and the city better. And so all of these people and you deserve a big round of applause. All right. We are going to start with the awards. There were 40 people who got awards, but 20 of you are here, I believe. And the others will pick up their sign. You will get your award, and we'll stop for a picture, photo op, and then on the way out, you'll get your sign to put in your front yard. And that's a precious thing, because there are few of those. So you've got, bragging rights on those signs. And sometimes the same people win them again, and sometimes it's new people. And there are a lot of beautiful, beautiful homes that don't meet every single criteria maybe, and they're still doing a remarkable job, and we love them too. So let's see. First we have Mrs. Glynis Allen. Can you come on up? Take a photo with the mayor. And nice to meet you too as well. And Benny, our photographer.
Okay, good smile.
Are we too cute or just right? Okay. Next, Beverly Arnold. Hi, good to see you as well. Good to see you. Congratulations. Yeah, my husband used to say, we'd be seen and not viewed. That's right.
All right, good smile. More. Here we go. All right.
Thank you, and congratulations. And I don't, the houses, they have coordinated it, so the houses are shown when the people get their awards. Thanks to Dave DeCoster and his very ambitious crew, thank you. Next we have Alexander Tolosa and Joshua Bennett. Hi, congratulations. This is monkey in the middle.
All right, here we go. Good smile. More.
Darlene Cheatham Deason.
Here we go. Good smile. Okay, one more. All right.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Denise and Derek Clerk. And accepting will be Denise. For both of you. Congratulations. So nice, amazing, so nice.
All right, here we go. Good smile. More.
What I didn't say is how much work it takes for you to be here. The weeding and the mulching and the trimming and the planting and the everything. The number of hours it took for you to get one of these is endless. So, thank you. You're making us all proud. Consuelo Coleman. Does she want to get in there too? Oh, okay. Oh, picture. Wait a minute. The important picture.
Oh, thank you so much.
Got it? Okay.
All right, here we go. Good smile. One more.
And congratulations. Yes, that's our goal. Yes. Thank you. So she said our goal should be for every house in Oak Park to get one of these awards and make it into the Guinness Book of World Records. From your mouth to God's ear, that's what.
We're praying.
Yes. William and Susan Decker. And I like the fall decor, yes.
All right, here we go. Good smile. More.
He's home mowing.
Well, he had finished just about the time I left. Thank you.
She kept him working in the yard. That's why he couldn't be here. Anthony Donald. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Amazing.
All right, here we go. Good smile. Okay, one more.
Kevin and Rolanda Dunlap. What is it we're centering over the, got it.
There you go. One more.
Thank you. Sean and Emily Foreman. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So nice. Wow. Young people moving into Oak Park.
We're older than ever. Hey.
All right, here we go. Good smile. All right, one more. Gotcha.
Gay Ellen Kilgore. Like the Price is Right, right?
That's up there, but I couldn't get the mask.
We ought to have you dancing down the aisle.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
You
next
join me?
year.
You join me?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
All right, here we go. Good smile. Okay, one more.
Yeah, we got to play the music next time, Benny, and have them, you know. Lori A. Nagby. Is that the right one?
Yes, it is.
Good, good. So her house is up there on the.
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Thank you. Here we go. Over a little bit.
All right, we're good?
All
All right.
Good smile. Here we go. Okay, one more. Gotcha.
All right.
Thank you.
I love the fence on mine.
So one thing that we don't think about is the fences. So on 9 Mile Road, there would be a nice new fence, a white fence, a brown fence, a falling down fence, fences with weeds growing up and all of that. And we took, at the city's expense, we put in beautiful taupe fencing. And you don't drive by and say, oh, what a pretty fence. But when you drove by and it was mixed fencing, it brought you down. And I think Berkeley, on the way to the hospital, you can still see those mixed fences, and they ought to get on the stick.
I always said that about those fences, when you guys put that in, I thought, man, right on, that looks so good.
Beautiful.
What she said. And we did it on Greenfield also for the same reason. Just lifts you when it says we care. Like what you do says we care. Mr. and Mrs. Katie and Edward Posey.
All right, here we go. Smile. One more here.
So nice. So nice of you to come. Robin Samuels. You got Robin? Yes. Is that the right one?
No.
No.
Then it just switched it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
there we go.
Don't give me a heart attack.
We are having way too much fun.
Here we go. You smile. Let's get one more here.
Congratulations. Andrea and Alex Stierna. Hope I didn't kill them. They want to get us centered with that thing. That's why it's back here. Thank you.
Good smile. Here we go. One more.
Donald and Aline Stokes. Nice to see you. Getting cold hands, warm heart. Oh, yeah. Hi, troublemaker. All right.
All right, here we go. Good smile. Uh-oh. That's almost Price is Right, too.
What was that? Thank you. I have known that family for years. Years. Ursula Kelly Wash and Carrington Wash.
Here we go. Good smile. One more.
Next one. Ora D. and Dennis Watkins, 15450 Rosemary. You kept her home working in the garden? Yeah.
Flower fell on my foot.
Oh, God, what happened?
Flower fell on my foot.
A flower fell on your foot. There is a dedicated man.
All right, we're gonna take a couple here. All right.
Again, we'd like to thank all of you for coming out this evening, but before you leave, we'd like for you to take your programs out. Look on page 2 of your program, and if you have a green sticker, raise your hand. Okay, you have won a beautiful plant. And you have won a beautiful plant. And this plant is for our mayor. This concludes our program. Thank you.